ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys, well, they're struggling at this point in the year. Just 2 wins over their last 7. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 65 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box, find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Cousins now. Now he'll take this and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Cousins.
6-yard line.
Throw left side, take it in by Pittman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll run on the ball. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Jaguars' 14-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this from 39. Sly able to put this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach. It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hurts. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 72 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's another Jaguars.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Yards on the play. And the Broncos first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On second down, they'll run it here. Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Cousins. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
For the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he spins past him and into space. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's another Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 32. First down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one swung out here to Jones. 2nd and 10.
Pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. They give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. And inside give to Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make it 17-13.
13.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jaguars offense and Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start by running the option to the right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the 25, here's a second down and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And down it goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Jaguars first down.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
11 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts going to keep it running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing is Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. To throw, Cousins. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Right back to Duvernay, that's complete. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Cousins.
At the 39-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 37.
At the 24-yard line.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Cousins. It's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Cousins now. And this one drops in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Good throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Hurts. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Give to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
The Jaguars first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now, a good throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Cousins. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
There defensively.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll get this one to Pittman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within a point. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And able to get this out to the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way,
Hurts fumbles it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
and that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes your little tread left on the tires.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
There defensively.
Cousins. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop him. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
The give is to Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
At the 45-yard line.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
At the 46-yard line.
Quick slant to Brown. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to run now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
8 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
At the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run the jet sweep of Brown. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage.
Jordan Watkins, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now a run here, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out. I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 125 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Will run, Manunga. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Broncos are about set to go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have?
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go times they've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And it's third down.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
First down.
Now Jones. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Prater on to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. To throw is Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find Jones. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Off the option, it's Jones. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one winner. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here at overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Jaguars getting set to go. Now they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
At the 21-yard line.
What can Cousins do in the OT? The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And space tough to come by there as they get medium yard to the 37. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So from the 37, here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Now Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Brings up third down and 3.
Throwing is Cousins. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Denver, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.